Bantamweight Cody Garbrandt made a quick and lethal first impression during his UFC 182 debut. Stepping into the octagon as an undefeated 23-year-old on a 5-fight finish streak, the future champion called No Love aimed to put his power on display on the sport's biggest stage. And on that night in January of 2015, he certainly did not disappoint. We reconnect with the former champion as he walks us through that unforgettable evening. This is day one.
Making it to the UFC was always a goal, but not only making it, I wanted to be the UFC champion.
Oh, good count. Oh, he hurt him. He hurt him. Oh, goodness. Cody Garbrandt.
Heading into the UFC, I was 5-0 with 5 knockouts.
He looks like he's done.
Oh, that could be the beginning of the end right there. This is an onslaught from Garbrandt. Cody, No Love Garbrandt, your first Pinnacle FC Bantamweight champion.
I think it's huge for a fighter that has a lot of hype behind him to go out there and perform the way that he should. Definitely felt like I was ready to take on all the challenges to get to the top of the UFC. For my UFC debut, I was very excited about the matchup against Marcus Brimage. What I knew about Marcus was that he had more UFC fights than I had fights combined. He's a veteran of the sport. He was coming off of a huge head kick knockout. I was very excited to get him off of a win. Battle-tested inside there with all the experience that he had.
What's up, my friends? Welcome to the weigh-in.
My first UFC weigh-in was just amazing. The crowd was wild. I mean, I was so used to just doing weigh-ins and the little regional, local shows that had maybe 25 people. You know, we had a huge ceremonial weigh-in. Jumping on the scale, I was like, wow, this is amazing.
135.5 for Cody.
And then you're having the face-off, you know, seeing Dana, all the UFC personnel there. It was just amazing to see how it all worked for the first time.
Marcus Brimage and Cody Garbrandt, ladies and gentlemen.
This is UFC 182, Jones versus Cormier.
Debuting in such a massive card with John Jones versus Daniel Cormier, it was just electricity. I was just trying to take it all in, relatively unknown. First time fighting in Vegas, just so excited to have my UFC debut finally come to light. Very excited for the task at hand. It's kind of like, hey, this is your homecoming. This is how you showcase your skills, and to the matchmakers and to Dana and to the UFC, the world's eyes are on you.
Cody No Love Garbrandt.
And this young man has a tremendous amount of potential.
My first walk to the UFC octagon was just amazing. Everything I thought of and more. Fans going crazy. I had my family support that was there. I heard them cheering, you know. As chaotic as it was, I found bliss and peacefulness as walking to the octagon to go to war.
Cody No Love Garbrandt.
You know, I had my hair standing up. I was ready to go. My heart rate's racing. I was like, I remember to breathe, you know, like this is Bruce Buffer. This is real. You know, you're about to fight once he gets out of this octagon.
Brimage. Garbrandt. And here we go.
I remember the first round, we were filling out process. We started landing some good shots, you know, some inside kicks.
Good inside leg kick by Garbrandt.
Appears to be relaxed here early.
Relaxed and throwing heat.
I was starting to find a home for my right hand that was landing pretty well.
Big smile on his
That was
face.
a solid inside leg kick by Garbrandt. Oh, he tagged him.
I did hit him with a right hand. Once I hit him, I could see in his eyes. We're a little bit different.
Cody tagged him. Brimage is in trouble.
Big flurry here at the end of the round.
He kind of just like looked at me like right after the bell, and I just kind of gave him like a big old roar. And I was like, all right, here we are, round one done. I'm a UFC fighter now.
So far, looking very smooth and composed in his UFC debut.
And I remember going in the second round and still playing out. I was landing some shots.
Oh, good left hand landed by Garbrandt.
I was in the moment. I was like, oh, let's go. You know, I don't want to slow down, but now I was letting the kind of flow inside there, and whatever happened, whatever I felt like throwing or doing, I was ready to be in the next best position to win the round, win the fight, staying engaged.
Cody Garbrandt certainly confident. We're going to be headed to the third and final round.
Went to the third round. I know I was hurting him. Had some real clean shots on him. My thing was just staying, composed, defensively sound, don't get hit with anything. I knew the fight was winding down, so I was like, I wanted to finish this guy.
We're going to see a sprint to the finish.
Oh, he hurt him. He hurt him. Trying to finish this fight right here.
He was on wobbly legs, and I just remember just swarming him with hooks and hooks and hooks and hooks until he was finally out.
Oh, that's it. That's it. He's going to stop it. It is all over. Wow. Cody Garbrandt stopped Marcus Brimage.
It was a huge win for me personally, and a huge win for me in my career. Obviously, the UFC debut, you only have one.
Cody Garbrandt.
I got the finish, and now we were, in the UFC, and it felt awesome. It felt amazing, all the hard work. I knew that was just the beginning.